Hello again, I am John Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore. We're in Season 3, it's Round 2. We're heading to the Jeddah Corniche circuit in Jeddah. So here we are then, ready for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and we got off to a bit of a mixed bag, but on the whole, a pretty good start in Bahrain. We got 4 points. As you can see, we currently sit 6th in the table. A really good, solid outing for Schumacher in his debut race. A little bit of fortune with other cars just making a lot of mistakes, a lot of collisions between some of the opposition drivers, just dropping themselves down the order. But we still had a relatively decent car. We were able to stay with the cars that we were fighting with, while we didn't necessarily have the ultimate pace and might not have finished where we did had some of those cars dropped themselves down the order. The cars that we were fighting with, we were on terms with them, and so there's a little bit of encouragement there. Unfortunately for Oscar, he made a big mistake and a huge lockup that lost him 6 places. That destroyed his confidence down to the absolute lowest level it could possibly go, and his race was over from that point onwards. He was never going to be able to recover quickly enough to get back into any kind of contention. So unfortunately, not a great first race of the season for Oscar. Hopefully things will go a little bit better tonight in Saudi Arabia. The circuit is probably going to suit our car a little bit more than the previous one did. You can see we have got some stuff coming up. We've got a new ATR period about to start. We've got an underfloor design that'll be ready in a few days. Our spare suspension will be ready as well. So let's jump over to our car. Let's see. There you can see we've got that, those 3 parts going through right now. That's the one that's going there. We're going to wait until the ATR before we start a new part. A, because we don't have any more money. B, because I want some hours to drop into a part. I would like to start making some spares of some of the, like a chassis, but again, don't have the money just yet. Got to wait a few more days for that. So let's advance a little bit of time. There is our spare suspension. Sponsors VIP experience. Now, I don't think this has ever worked, but we're going to try it. Let's see if we can get triple payout for a successful sponsor guarantee. Fingers crossed it'll work. Evening Marcel, Mr. Water, and Daniel, good to see you guys. Hello to everyone else who's watching in the background as well. Need to advance a little bit more time. Boardroom refurbishment is done. Good. Underfloor is designed and ready to be made, but we don't have the money to make it just yet. Another day will get us a new board payment, I believe. There you can see we have only 2 chassis, so we don't have a spare. We don't have spare side pods, but I'm not overly concerned about that. The spare chassis is more important, and obviously I'd like to get some underfloors made as well. There we go, new month, so we've got 5.8 mil in the bank now. That's enough to make an underfloor or 2. And maybe make a spare chassis and hopefully get another part into development as well. So let's start by looking at our driver development for the past month. How did they get on in February? Mick improved his braking by a point. That's good. Needs to get his cornering up a bit more. And just a point in reactions for Oscar. So you can see we're only getting small gains now as our drivers have moved into a lower development rate as they are getting a little bit older, but they are still improving. That's the important thing. And crucially for us, Oscar's reactions now up to 80. That is definitely the stat that we want to work on the most out of his current training regime. We can see an extra couple of points for Enzo. Wow, his cornering is getting really good, isn't it? I'm going to have a quick look. What's he being trained in at the moment? He's on short run pace. He needs to improve his braking more than his cornering. Let's see if we can find something there. Let's put him on wheel to wheel, so that improves his control, braking, overtaking, and defending. We're all in the 70s. We have no real interest in actually promoting Enzo, but if I can get him to a point where he maybe gets picked up by another team, I'll be quite happy with that. Am I looking forward to the F1 season this year? You hope we get a title fight? Yes, I look forward to every season. Yeah, that can change after a few races, depending on just how dominant any one team is or any one driver is. But yeah, always look forward to the start of a new season. Right, that is the mess of a training schedule that's been set for us. We're obviously going to disregard that and do our own thing. So let's start with a day of car building. I want to keep improving that because it is still below 50%. As always, we're going to give them the Sunday off. And let's go with some good balanced training on both skills and speed. That puts them at 38%. Yeah, that's okay. Give them the Monday off. Just let them recuperate a little bit. And then a lot more training again. I want to try and get their percentage back down again. We had it around about 10%, I think, last season at one point. And then we kind of let it slide to try and work on boosting our speed. I want to try and be a bit more balanced across the board with our training this year. You know, we've got a quick team. Now we need to make sure that they make fewer mistakes and can turn around cars a little bit quicker when there's damage as well. Speed up those lengthy wing change pit stops. There we go. And then again, give them the Monday off after the Grand Prix. Let them recuperate just a little bit. There we go. So keeping our pit stop times about the same, improving our chances of making a mistake, getting that reduced by about 0.5%, and also gaining almost a full percentage point in car building. I like that. Right, cars. Car part development. Let's go to manufacturing. Let's start off getting those underfloors done. 6 days till Jeddah, so we're not going to get them on the car for Jeddah, but I will get them on the car for Melbourne, as you can see. Just going to go with 2 for now. Let's get a spare chassis going. Just in case we have a prang. And let's see, what part do we want to work on next? Let's take a look at our warehouse again so we can inspect and see where our car parts sit. Chassis is still really bad on the grid, as you can see, so it might pump into another chassis. A front wing, yeah, definitely needs to be worked on. What's the rear wing looking like? Still looking pretty good. Side pods have improved a little bit, but they're still not amazing, so we could pump into another side pod. The underfloor, they can see that's going to give us a little bit of an improvement between the old to the new. Just going to increase the downforce ever so slightly, but it's also going to help reduce drag a little bit more. And the suspension, It's still, again, not great, but it has definitely improved on the original version, as you can see. Quite a nice jump forward in drag and high speed. So, let's see. We have got a front wing going through already, and a new suspension already. So, that means chassis and side pods are the two that we want to kind of look at, I think. I'm going to go with side pods. I think improving the side pods could be huge. We've got 2 more days to go, actually, until we get the hours. So let's wait 2 more days. And there we go. New ATR period. So let's go back to side pods. There we go. Now we can pump all these hours in. Okay, and we want to dial up the drag reduction a little bit, and we want to strip the lifespan all the way down. That's going to help with low and medium speeds. It's going to give us a little bit of a speed boost. It's going to help us with our acceleration as well. Let's just push the front airflow up maybe a touch. Yeah, let's go with that. Just edge up that front airflow. I don't normally build parts for a specific race. I generally try and make my cars very, very strong in high speed downforce, because there are a lot of tracks that have very high speed corners, but I also try to put a little bit of balance in. I don't build a car specifically for a circuit and then move, you know, a few months down the line and have a car ready for another specific circuit. I try not to do that, because, you know, when you have a car that is very specialized in one area, it can be quite difficult to then pivot that to the complete opposite with any real chance of success. So I generally like to have a car that's pretty quick in the high speed, but not just completely, you know, laser focused on just high speed. I like to have a little bit of balance in the car where I can, and if it does lean towards the high speed, then that's nice. If it doesn't, as long as it's competitive everywhere, that's the important thing for me. And you can see we really don't need to work on our high-speed downforce at the moment. It's very strong. Right, so we want this on the car for Baku. Do I want to go intense again? Not yet. Let's see, these take 16 days for 2, so we want there. Yeah, we'll do that. And that leaves me with engineers to actually put something else on as well. So we could go with another chassis, but I'm actually going to go for a rear wing. You know, what with Baku coming up and those long DRS straights, we definitely want to improve our DRS a little bit before then if we can. This won't be a significant upgrade, it'll just be a slight improvement. There we go again, just trying to improve our acceleration a little bit as well. Dial that back just a touch, I think. That's not going to help the acceleration, but it will definitely improve the DRS a little bit more. It's not a massive gain, but in a circuit like Baku, it definitely helps to have as good a DRS as you can possibly get. Let's strip a little bit of weight out of the rear wings as well. drop it down to a 3 to 5 lifespan. And that will give us a little bit more downforce in that lower medium speed. Again, low speed, very important for Baku. So if we can just get that tweaked just a little bit more, that would be nice. A little bit of extra acceleration there. Let's go with, let's see, Baku is 46 days away. That's 7 days, that's 2 wings. Let's go, well, I've only got 2 engineers left, so it's got to be that. There we go. Evening Baron, evening John, good to see you guys. So we've got 4 parts in development now. We will get the rear wings, the front wings, and the side pods, and the suspension, all in time for Baku. So hopefully we'll have a nice jump forward in performance for that circuit, which would then hopefully carry us forward for the next few races as well. Right, is there anything else that we can get done? Got 2 mil left. Just check our facilities, just make sure everything is tickety-boo and hunky-dory. CFD sim is going to wear out very soon. Same with the car park test centre, so refurb on the car park test centre. I doubt we'll have the money to do an upgrade on the CFD sim, so that might just be a refurb. Race sim definitely now does need to be refurbed. We're just a little bit short, so that's going to be our priority after Jeddah, is to get that refurbed. Again, hospitality, not worried about that. Don't need to worry about our team attractiveness. Don't need to worry about the extra 1% in morale. Although, if we were to go with a straight upgrade, that would actually give us a jump all the way up to 10%. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we won't have to worry about the memorabilia room for probably the rest of the year. 1.2 mil left in the bank. Let's advance a bit more time. Evening, Janine. I'm feeling relatively confident about tonight's race because our car is good in the high speed, and look how much high speed cornering there is on the back half of the circuit. You know, once you get through sector 1 and you go through that long sweeping left-hander on the far left of the track map there, it's almost all high speed and DRS all the way to the end of the lap. And there's 2 DRS zones leading into a 3rd DRS zone at the on the run to the line. We could have a really strong second half of the lap. The first half of the lap isn't too bad for us either as well. A couple of tricky lower speed corners, but a nice little mix of some high speed in there as well to help balance that out for us. First sector is definitely going to be the weakest sector for us, but yeah, we could have a strong car here. I am cautiously optimistic, as I like to say. Let's take a quick look at car analysis, see if anyone's brought upgrades against us here. Maybe. I think we've dipped ever so slightly. Still 4th in high-speed downforce, though. I think we dipped from 3rd to 4th. 11th and 13th in the lower medium. That's not bad. Top speed, not amazing. 15th. Acceleration needs a bit of improvement. DRS is decent. And we know we've got parts coming to help fix those issues. So, yeah. We'll see how we do tonight. Could be in contention for a point or two. Let's set some objectives. The incentive is to get just one car into Q2. I'm pretty sure we can get both through. And I've said that before and failed. But I do believe we can definitely get both cars through. I'm going to go 2 in the top 15. Oh wow, that's a nice potential reward there. Oh, that's been tripled, hasn't it? That's why. And can I get one car into Q3? I'm going to try. It's worth it for that kind of money. So the VIP payout does look like it's going to show there. I'm actually going to try. Do I risk it for an extra 50 grand? No. Because we thought we were going to get both cars through in Bahrain and we failed miserably. So we'll just go 2 in the top 15 and leave it at that. that means we've got to finish 14th and 15th. If we went to in the top 14th, that means 13th and 14th. That's just stretching it a little bit more. Well, we'll try to say the one in the Q3. Fast slaps the incentive. That is worth 500 grand tonight. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be very nice. Let's set a guarantee of 2 cars in the top 15 as our finishing position. Quali streak. Obviously, there's no changes to these. Oh no, wait, hello. This is a new quali streak. 1 in the top 10 for 2 races. This has been tripled. That's $1 million just for 2 races. If we can get into Q3 in the next 2 Grand Prix, that would be nice. That would be really nice. Finish position streak. That I don't think has been affected. Maybe it has. 1 in the top 12 for 2 races. If we can pull that off tonight, we'll complete that streak, and that's worth another 860 grand. We could be on for a lot of money tonight. A lot of money. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Right, let's head to Jeddah.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling as we head into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The circuit at Jeddah, spread along streets that run next to the Red Sea, is one of Formula One's highest speed tracks. It's a test of skill from start to finish, with cars just millimetres from the walls. Jeddah Corniche circuit is hot and high powered, demanding speed for the straights and a high grip level through corners that are tight to the barriers. Starting tyre choices will be crucial here, with teams ever mindful of opportunities that a safety car could give. Now, Tauri hasn't been doing so hot. Is it bad luck or is it bad direction? The board will be keeping a close eye on the team principal this weekend.
Crofty's getting punched in the face again.
Let's get to it.
Evening horrific. Alright then, let's get our cars prepped for practice. Start with a setup on Mick. Let's go with a nice, simple, straightforward 7, 11, 9-1, 3.5 and a 0. There we go. We want to go 18 laps for Jeddah. And for Oscar, we'll mix it up a little bit. We'll go with an 8.5, a 10.5, a 7.3, a 3.5 and a 0.1. There we go.
Radio check.
Yep, all good. Radio check.
Yep, radio check.
Yep, copy same. Watch those curbs.
Copy.
A bit less curb.
Copy.
So hopefully we can keep Schumacher's strong start to the season continuing here. And it would be nice for Oscar to put in a strong performance tonight as well. Say, given how close the field was in Bahrain, if that holds true for the rest of this season, then any big mistake like Oscar's lockup is going to be devastating for our chances in a race. With that in mind, one of the things I do really want to work on, if I can this season, is to try and get the brake cooling improved. That will help reduce the chance of tyre lockups. It will also help preserve the tyre life a little bit more as well by keeping a little bit more of the temperature out of the tyres when we push, or at least when we're cooling down from pushing. And let's see how close we can get to a 100% setup on our first attempt.
On balance.
Yeah, that was great. Really good.
Understood.
Boom! Nailed it first time out the gate with Mick. A little bit of work to do with Oscar though, 69%. That's not nice.
Copy that.
So Mick we can just send straight back out again. Just refuel him and he's good to go. Oscar is going to spend the next 5 minutes in the garage or so while we tinker with that setup. Okay, we're way off. So that needs to be an 11.5 on the rear wing. I didn't think it would be another 11. I just had the sneaky feeling. It's just a question of which way to go. We went the wrong way. It's also looking like that might be a 9.1. So let me have a look at my 11.5 setup. So I've got a 6.5, 11.5, 9.1, 3.5 and a 0. That's too extreme on the front wing. So need to dial that back a touch. I'm going to go to a 7.5. Just going to pull that back to a 3.45, I think. Actually, I could probably go a little bit higher on the front wing still. I only have the one. Oh, I've got two 11.5 setups. Here's one. So 7.5, oh, sorry, 7, 11.5, 9.1, 3.45 and a 0. Don't think that'll work. I'll try the 3.5 because I know that's also an option. We'll try that, and if that doesn't work, then we'll wing it slightly to adjust that front wing, but that might do it. Evening, Victor. How are you tonight? There we go. Mick's back on track. And once again, you can see very little difference between our two drivers in terms of actual pace at their best. But what's the individual consistency like? Let's have a look with a VSC. That's going to kill that experiment. Who
Crash
crashed?
ahead, crash ahead.
Alonso
Caution.
crashed. Oh, he's going to be sparking for the rest of the weekend now, thanks to that. Oh, God, that's a big hit. That's a very big hit. That's going to really seriously screw up the powertrain on that car. He's out for the rest of this session. And he'll be running underpowered
Virtual safety car.
in the next session as
Delta
a result
positive.
of that.
Copy. And VSC ending.
Okay.
So this is not what I... Oh, wait, Oscar's stuck in traffic. There we go, he's not got clean air. Let's see, Schumacher's at 131. Schumacher's looking quicker, which I really did not expect, because Oscar's got the higher braking and cornering. That reactions must certainly be... and accuracy must be definitely playing into things a little bit here. Not sure what Oscar's accuracy is against Mick's. I know Mick's got much better reactions than Oscar by quite a few points. And that helps determine how quick a car can accelerate. And that has been a weakness of Oscar's, not having great acceleration out of corners. Why we're working on that stat. Accuracy will help determine their consistency per lap as well. Again, this is only practice, so it's not set in stone. Although that setup is now set in stone at 100%. Excellent stuff. Put the book away now. The true test is obviously going to be qualifying. We will try some slipstream qualifying again here tonight. This is definitely a circuit where that's going to be advantageous. And that is the end of the session. So, session 2, we're going to go with 25 laps of fuel. And send them straight out. Send Oscar out in first position this time. Let's wait for Alonso to make his way out of the garage. So we can see just how much damage was done to his car there. I'll wait for him to set a lap. There we go. Right, let's take a look at Alonso's car. So it's destroyed the ERS. He's put a brand new engine and a brand new gearbox in as well, so he completely obliterated his powertrain and his gearbox, and he's running a damaged ERS. Wow, that's an expensive shunt. I know how expensive that is because that's what happened to Oscar last year. I don't think it was quite as spectacular as that. Actually, no, I think it was. I think it did wipe out an entire powertrain. All three parts. Again, Mick is looking a little bit more consistent, maybe. Let's see. Again, it's difficult with them being in traffic. They've got some clean air now. Let's have a look. Mick just fractionally quicker than Oscar on that last lap. And again, It's negligible differences. Now it's Oscar slightly quicker than Mick. They're very, very evenly matched, these two. So when it comes to helping them work together to, try and charge one up behind the other, that's easily going to be much, much simpler this time around than it was with the difference in pace between Oscar and Lawson at times last year. See Mick running in the dirty area of Giovinazzi at the moment, which is why his lap times are a little bit slower. But he's staying with Giovinazzi very comfortably. So that gives me a bit more confidence about slipstreaming as well. Here we go, 77% on track knowledge. Our car part knowledge is maxed already, and that's nice to see. So definitely have the chance to get both drivers to 100% without any real issues tonight. Norris looking very quick. Albon's up there as well. And Joe's up there as well. Leclerc is a long way down, but he's running on hards in this session by the look of it. He's a long way off Max though. Max on hards. Although it depends what Max did on his first run. Just looking at lap times, and Leclerc is doing 129s and Max did a 131 on that last lap. Yeah, again, I'm not going to read too much into the practice times. We'll wait until qualifying. It's always a good indication of at least one lap race pace. Very crowded on track. Oh, I tell you what, a really big lockup here or a collision could take out all 5 of those cars. Keeping my fingers crossed it happens, just because it will screw up parts on other cars and take money away from future development. Unfortunately, nothing happened. I have no qualms wishing crashes on my opponents in this game because it's not real, so there's no risk of anyone getting hurt. Obviously, I would never, want to see a big wreck involving like 5 cars in real life. Because anything could go wrong. I've lost, I've lost heroes of mine in that respect. I still remember the pain I felt watching Senna's crash, and in 94 broke my heart, that did. And I would never wish that on anyone. Final practice. 20 laps will be fine. Might be a little bit too much, but better safe than sorry. And let's send them out.
A bit less curb. Yeah. Watch
Right, there we go.
Curbs.
Time to sit back and relax for a bit.
It's a stopped exit of 10.
Oh, crash for
Just don't leave
sights.
for a front wing, it shouldn't be too long.
Oh, he's done the same thing that Alonso did. That's a huge hit. And that is another ruined powertrain by the look of it.
Virtual safety gone.
Yeah, it's pretty much a carbon copy of Alonso's lockup there.
So unlucky.
I wonder if Sainz is going to need a complete engine rebuild. If he's got some life left in that unit. Losing a whole powertrain this early in the season definitely is going to increase the likelihood for both Alonso and Sainz now that they have to take replacement parts later in the season. Alright, our guys are done. Let's call them in. There we go. Practice done. Nice, simple, straightforward practice weekend for us. Everything nice and smooth. Setups pretty easy to get. No incidents for us, at any rate. Let's keep an eye on Magnussen, because at the moment, Porsche is a long way ahead of him. Second quicker at the moment. Magnussen tucked up behind. Who is that? Is that Tsunoda? Yeah, Tsunoda's breaking away from him. Magnussen's pace improving. He's still a long way off Teo though. Strong start for Teo. I don't know if he's ever going to get his debut, his proper racing debut with Sauber or not going forward, but he's definitely going to be a rising star in the future in Formula One. Maybe not quite to the same impact as Oscar, but he's certainly going to have a lot of promise when he does finally get a decent seat. Well, speaking of Sauber, they have officially shortened their name. They are no longer Stake F1 team Kick Sauber. They're now just going to be Stake F1. Stake F1 team, that's it. I think they've shortened it mainly because they got absolutely ridiculed, I think, for having the worst name for a team in history. So at least it'd be a little bit of less of a mouthful. There we go. Both drivers on 100%. You can see nicely in the very high confidence starting bracket there for Oscar. Mick getting close to breaking into high confidence already. That's nice to see. as I say, as his relationship with his engineer improves, that will shorten the length of the very, very low confidence window, which is the first red block. That'll shorten that down to a size similar to Oscar's, and strengthen the size of his very high confidence window. Evening, Jensen.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
Jeddah's high-speed street circuit is rather prone to yellow and red flags during qualifying, as drivers and walls often meet. Strategists will be looking for the perfect gap, but need to make sure drivers get their lap in.
Karun, if we could perhaps talk about Lewis for a moment. How do you think he's feeling?
They must be feeling good after their fast lap times in practice. Confidence can do great things for a driver, so I'm excited to see how they handle qualifying.
Well, we're certainly ready in the commentary box. The drivers are getting ready down in the pit lane, and it's time for qualifying.
Yeah, Hamilton topped the table in final practice here. Could we be seeing a bit of a renaissance for Hamilton this year after a couple of disappointing seasons? They had a really good fight back last time out in Bahrain. We are prepped and ready to go straight into qualifying.
Should be green now.
Let's see if we can pull off a nice successful slipstream run here.
Concentrate on the tyre warm-up as best we can.
Coming.
It's all about your tyres and your brakes.
Copy.
Oscar's tyre's a little slower to warm up than Mick's. Hopefully that won't be an issue. Oh, congratulations, Jensen. Yeah, those tyre temps starting to come in a bit better now, so that's good to see. I know we had some issues with that with Oscar last year. We are potentially going to have problems with
Okay, mate, let's go.
an Aston getting in the way.
Nice big gap ahead. Go now, go now.
Your
go.
least favourite track has become... I love Canada. It's a great track to drive. Superb flowing track. Oh, god damn it, the Alpine gets in the way. That's going to hold up Mick in the first sector. It's going to help Oscar, because it's going to just close that gap ever so slightly between the two, make the slipstream that much more powerful for Oscar here. Expect to see him close up quite a bit in the second half of the track from coming around this corner here. Took longer to catch that Aston than I thought it would. There we go, 126.8.
All right,
And
so
127.2 for
normal
Mick.
in-lap procedures from now.
It's not too bad.
Delta, stay negative. So cool as much as you can.
Copy.
Waiting to see what sights his car looks like after that big shunt of his. We'll try switching around for the second run. Albon pumping in a good time, but he's slower than Mick. That's encouraging. See what Alonso does. Don't forget Alonso's running a brand new engine and brand new gearbox because of that big shunt he had, but damaged DRS down to like 20-something%. Unless he's changed it. Might have changed it for qualifying. No, I don't think he has, because he's slow, look. We'll see what Stroll does in comparison. Stroll just leaving the pit lane now.
Pillars on. Okay, mate, let's stop on the marks, wait for 2 seconds and then switch off.
You enjoy Monaco, Spain, Netherlands, Silverstone and Belgium. I hate driving Monaco now. You know, not a big fan of driving Monaco. Spain is an okay circuit, but it's not really very exciting to drive. Netherlands can be tricky. Wouldn't say it's a fun circuit. It's not a bad circuit. Silverstone is always a great circuit to drive. And Spa, absolute classic circuit. Love that circuit. I'd say of the recent tracks I've driven, I'd have to say I really do love Portimao. I wish that would come back to the F1 calendar. Right, has
Tyres in the right window.
Sykes left the garage yet? No, he hasn't.
So let's just concentrate on the tyres and brakes.
Yeah, copy.
Nobody on a flying lap right now. Everyone's either on out laps or in laps. Belgium, Monday, Canada. What do you mean by Monday? Is that a is that an autocorrect? Is that supposed to be Monza? Monaco?
So track is clear. Let's go.
And track clear. Okay, let's go.
Monza, yeah. Yeah, Monza's an okay circuit. It's not the most exciting circuit to drive because it's just flat out and a couple of chicanes, effectively. Oh, Stroll's going to get held up a little bit, but he might get a nice toe to the line now as a result. He certainly will have lost a little bit of time in the braking zone at the final turn there. What does he do? Goes fourth. Half a second quicker than his teammate. Here are our two drivers. Oscar not improving, Mick is, as you would expect. Tucked right up in the slipstream. He's a little closer than I would like. Doesn't really have anywhere to go in terms of time improvement now. But he'll get a really strong run to the line. Alpine does not get in the way this time. And I'm pretty confident that Oscar has done enough to get through, so we're probably not going to run him again, and hopefully we won't need to run Mick again after this. Yeah, we don't need to run Mick again either, I don't think. So I'm going to just let my guys sit in the garage for the rest of this session, I think. We'll load them up with fuel and tyres just to be on the safe side. As Tsunoda pumps in a mighty lap there. Norris has gone top.
Good lap time last lap.
Wow. Yeah, real pace from McLaren. Real pace. Well, of course, we are still waiting for the Red Bulls to set times. Oh, got a bit of a traffic jam here. Or is that us? No, it's us. Just getting in Giovinazzi's way a little bit. Sainz now about to start his flying lap. Let's actually have a quick look. Did Alonso replace his ERS? No, he didn't. He's still running that old ERS. Let's see what happens to Sainz. Don't forget, Sainz also had that massive shunt, almost a carbon copy of Alonso in practice. So is this going to hurt him? Max is on his flying lap, a little bit behind Sainz on track. Leclerc's gone quickest now with a 1:26.0. Hamilton pulling out of the way of his teammate there. Is he going to hold up Max? Nope. Let's Max through as well. There goes Leclerc out of the way. And gets out of the way of Max as well. Sainz up to the line. What can he do? It's not bad. He must have changed everything in that car. Let's have a look. Oh, the engine is still underpowered, but he has changed the gearbox. So engine's damaged. His ERS is only a couple of % away from being damaged itself as well, but he has had to completely change the gearbox. So that's pretty quick, considering the circumstances. Max has gone top with a 1:25.9. I don't think Alonso's getting out of this session. I don't know about Giovinazzi. Probably not. He has just improved. He's going to have one more run, but I don't think he's got enough to get clear of the session. Williams, I would imagine, are going to improve. They're looking very low down the order at the moment. Zhou starting a flying lap. Let's keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on the clock as well, because I may possibly have to react. Depends what time Zhou pumps in here. If Zhou pumps in a really strong time, we'll probably have to react. Because that will be an indicator of what Albon could do as well. Both the Williams go faster than us. And it does make us a little bit more vulnerable. How are you guys enjoying this extended view of qualifying, by the way, where we look at other cars as well, not just our own? Do you prefer this, or would you like us to go back to a more focused, keep an eye only on our cars and speed up when we're not on track kind of thing? Right, to the line. Yeah, that is a bit of an improvement. I think we will send our guys out just to be on the safe side. Schumacher's gone out in front of Oscar. That's not what I intended, so I'll have to very quickly turn that off and turn it on for Oscar. Hopefully Mick will be able to get a slipstream from Sainz.
Really start to focus on your brakes and front tyres.
Yeah.
Anyone on a flyer right now? Let's have a look. Perez, yeah, I'm not worried about that. We're looking at the cars below. So Alonso and Gasly, these are the two on the flyer. They're actually coming up to move their way past us, which means we're probably going to catch them with a similar points on our flying laps. That has potentially knocked our cars out of slipstream sequence as well. That was Ocon pulling over. So Gasly just gets through.
Gonna push next lap.
Alonso stays last.
Do your best.
Right, Schumacher's on for a nice little bit of slipstream here against... Is that Hamilton? No, sorry, Sainz. He is close enough to get a slipstream from Sainz. Oscar not quite close enough to get a slipstream from Mick. As you can see, a bit too big of a gap. Mick with a slightly higher confidence rating right now as well. Has improved in the first. So has Oscar. Yeah, we're not looking to set the timings alight here. We're just looking to get through. Sure if we got held up by that Alpine or not. We'll find out in this sector time here, I think. Mick on for a really strong lap here. Oscar is down in the middle. And you can see how much tighter it's got at the bottom now.
So that's the checkered flag.
I think we're safe, but I'm not counting my chickens just yet. Get our cars across the line. Nice improvement for Mick. That slipstream paid off. A small, and I mean very small, improvement for Oscar. I think like a hundredth of a second. Is anyone on a flying lap that can hurt us? There's 3 cars that can potentially knock Oscar out of contention. One of them's Stroll. Will Stroll improve? If he does, that means it comes down to Bottas and Giovinazzi. I think we're probably okay, because I don't think Giovinazzi will have the pace. Stroll goes up to 11th. Bottas and Giovinazzi both half a second short of getting safe right now. Either of the two are going to do it. It's going to be Valtteri. I don't think Giovinazzi will have the pace to do it. He crosses the line. He doesn't. Giovinazzi only found 4/10, not enough to get him through. So both our cars are into Q2. Bottas just sneaks through and knocks out Magnussen. So big names that we've lost. Gasly and Alonso both out in Q1. Not surprised by Alonso, a little surprised by Gasly. 6/10 slower than Ocon. And Sainz quicker than I thought he would be. So then, Q2. We've already achieved our sponsor goal, getting both cars into Q2. Can we get the second goal and get one of our cars into Q3? That would be worth another 400,000 if we can get it.
Green light.
Let's get a nice good baseline time in here.
So let's just focus on the tyre temps then.
Okay, so let's concentrate on some tyre prep now.
Copy.
I do think we have the potential, if we get a good run, a good clean run, to slipstream one of our cars into Q3. Just. Don't think he'll stay there when it comes to the actual race itself. I do think we'll slip back a little bit. It will be interesting to see what happens. Like I said, while we don't have the amazing straight line speed right now, we know that's going to pick up with the new parts that are in development. And we do have very good high-speed cornering and a pretty decent DRS as well. So, yeah, like I said, this second half of the lap could be pretty strong for us throughout the race. If we can just stay in range through the first sector, we should be comfortable enough to stay with cars and maybe even get past them in the second half of the lap.
Clear track ahead. Good to push next lap.
A little too far away to get the full benefit of a slipstream here. Maybe we can pick up a distant toe. Nick is slightly up. again in the middle. Mick just seems to have a little edge over Oscar here this weekend, but he's not close enough to get the slipstream, I think. So this should be a relatively close set of times, maybe a 10th in it.
Delta, stay there.
There we go, a 10th.
And we need to cool the PU on this in lap.
Yeah.
That's pretty much consistent with what we saw through practice.
Let's finish this lap and then we'll box, please. Finish this lap and then box.
Copy.
Let's see who is about to start a flying lap. Oh, George is on a flying lap right now. See what pace the Ferrari's got here. There you can see the difference in tyres. Everyone's running scrubs of varying degrees. Ours are obviously the worst. They've done 4 runs now. And they're about to do a 5th. Perez has gone fastest. No surprise there. George goes second fastest. Very close to his teammate there. Here comes Bottas. I think he's starting his flying lap. Yes, he is. So is Albon. So is Hamilton. Is there anyone actually on a lap about to end? Sights, maybe. No, he's starting his flying lap as well. Let's get our cars turned around. Going to give Mick the slipstream again on this run. Try and get them out a little bit tighter this time. Coming behind us. Here comes Bottas up to the line. Oh, that's a quick time. Let's see, Albon and Hamilton definitely quicker than us. Albon getting a nice slipstream from the back of that Mercedes there. Here come the Red Bulls. Sainz goes up to 5th. And Leclerc's starting his flying lap. What about Max? Is he on a flying lap right now? Yeah, Max goes quickest. 10th and a half. Here come the McLarens. Norris and Tsunoda. Oh, what a time for Norris. Got a nice slipstream from the back of his teammate there. Goes fastest. But Yuki's only 3.5 tenths slower. Once again, some frighteningly quick pace.
You got a good gap ahead.
From those McLarens there.
To push.
And track clear, track clear. So let's go recharge.
Right, this isn't too bad a distance here for Schumacher. This is actually quite nice. He'll get a nice, good close-up here. He might drop back a touch through the first sector, and then he'll be able to close back up again through sectors 2 and 3. And then we will return the favour for Oscar on the final run. We're in 10th right now on very old tyres. Well, 11th now. We can get more of an improvement out of either car here, that would be nice. No improvement for Oscar or Mick in the first. These tyres might have just given up the ghost now. But we will get a little boost to their confidence just for completing this run. That will secure them in peak confidence for the final runs. Because they are about to drift out of it. Right on that borderline, as you can see. And you see the slipstream effect for Schumacher in effect beautifully. It's going to be really close up here. It's going to be a nice strong end to the lap for Mick. This is going to put him in absolute full peak confidence here. There we go. Not much of an improvement overall in terms of time, but definitely a little bump for Oscar's confidence there, and Mick all the way up now. Really pleased with that. Right, who else is on a flying lap right now? Check in. That's an in lap. I think everyone's on in laps right now. Yeah, apart from Valtteri, who's on an out lap. He's gone early. Let's keep an eye on Valtteri then while we're waiting to start our final run. This may well be his final attempt. Sainz coming out the garage now as well. Won't have time to do a lap, get back and then go out again. They may possibly go for 2 laps. If they've gone this early. If they do, there can't be a cool down lap. Russell back out as well. I think these guys are just going for their final run early.
Oscar Pitlane.
The Valtteri winding up now. There he goes. I'm going to send these guys out as soon as Mercedes rounds the final corner. Here comes Sainz, so let's send out our boys. And now the rest of the grid's starting to react as well. So we timed that well. Sainz might be vulnerable in this session. Valtteri improves his time. He's put Sainz into the drop zone. He's on his flying lap now. Let's see, can he respond? We've got a Ferrari closing up on us, so I don't know if it's going to catch us before we get to the end of the lap or not. We might ruin that Ferrari's lap here. It's Russell. Sainz might get a little slipstream there. He improves up to 7th, right. Let's have a look. Are we yeah, we are pulling over for the Ferrari. And Oscar's not close enough.
So
I don't think Oscar's close enough.
You're clear. Okay,
Oh, he might just be close enough. It's really close. It's going to be tight. Oh, Oscar's ruined. He's ruined. He's out. It's all down on Mick then. It's all down on what Mick can do. Oscar just gets no luck in this game. I've noticed this. Every time there's bad luck, it happens to Oscar. Doesn't matter who we have him paired with. If something's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong for him. Mick is definitely going to improve on this lap. Brand new tyres. And it's just a question of how much he's going to improve. Oscar's first sector is going to be abysmal. He'll be better in the second and third, but I don't think it'll be enough. It certainly won't be enough to get him through. He might improve fractionally. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to qualify 15th. I think Stroll's going to get past him. He's not even up in the middle sector either.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
Come on, Mick. Can you sneak through? Yes! That's a good time. What can Oscar do across the line? Nothing. Yeah, Oscar just had his lap absolutely ruined by Russell. So, who is still on a flying lap? No one enough to hurt us. We're through. Worst we can do is 10th. Stroll on a flying lap. So is Zhou. Zhou's coming up to the line now. It's an extra 400 grand for getting a car into Q3. Lovely stuff. Zhou can't improve. What can Stroll do? Will Stroll get ahead of Piastri? I'll be amazed if he doesn't here. Yeah, he does. He just misses out on getting through as well. Albon and Zhou have held him at bay. So Stroll, Hamilton, Ocon
That's P15.
are out. Stroll and Hamilton definitely the biggest names to get dropped here. Very surprised, especially to see that for those two. The Williams knocking them both out there. It's not a horrible chance for Hamilton. We saw how well he fought back yesterday. Could do the same again today. But yeah, two big scalps there. And Oscar down in 15th again. It's an improvement on yesterday. I think he started 16th last night, so he's improved one place, but it's a what could have been situation. We could have had both of our cars through there. If Mick improved up to 8th and Oscar was in his slipstream, Oscar would potentially have got even higher, and we would have had both cars in Q3. Alright then, let's see what we can do with Mick for the final runs. I think we'll alternate the strategies for our two drivers tonight. I was going to put them both on softs, but I think I'll start Oscar on mediums now and leave Schumacher on the softs at the start and flip them over at the end. I don't know, maybe the undercut is the right way to go with Oscar. I don't know. Keeping the softs on Mick at the start is definitely going to be the right way to go. Give him the grip and the pace to stay with the front runners for as long as he can. Hold off the challenges of the cars behind. about it with Oscar. I think I probably will go mediums. I'll hedge my bets as well, because if we get an early safety car, I can box Oscar with not too much loss of position, and then switch him to soft for the rest of the race. Of course, if we get a late safety car, we've got that option to put Mick onto another set of softs, depending on where he is and how much time or position he'll lose. So, what do you think we're going to qualify here in the session? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think we'll hold on to 8th place? Do you think we'll slip down behind the Williams? Janine thinks 7th. I think 7th is perhaps a little optimistic, but I like it. It'd be nice if we can get 7th. Even with that damage to his ERS, Sainz's car is just a little bit too quick for us, I think. But if we can end up on our final run getting a really nice slipstream off one of the other competitors, who knows? Who knows where we could end up? These purple sectors are effectively meaningless. These tyres are ridiculously bad. But by getting out and setting the very first time, setting these purple sectors, when he crosses the line, he should be already in peak confidence. That's why I send them out first every session, to get them the highest possible boost confidence level before others start setting quicker times. There you go, all the way up to midway through peak confidence, just off one run on really shit tyres. Baron thinks 8th. Right, Leclerc has started his flying lap. We'll see him whiz past us in a moment. This will also give us an indication as to what sort of benchmark time we need to look out for. Everyone on scrubs, as you can see, ours significantly worse than everyone else's. Sainz a full second quicker than us there. 1:26.5. Leclerc will be quicker than that. Straight through past us with no issues. It's a 1:26.0, half a second quicker. That's about what I expected to see, gap-wise.
Copy, Pitlane.
Right, first of the Ferraris is about to cross the line. Anyone else want to throw in a guess before qualifying ends. Oh, Norris again. Look how quick Norris is. Here comes Max, our usual pace setter. Max goes top. Now we've got Yuki and Albon about to cross the line. It's a slow time from Zhou. It's a very quick lap from Albon. Yeah, that's a terrible lap for Zhou. It's not down to tyres either. Right, we're going to just skip forward a bit because everyone's on an in lap right now. No one's out on track. There goes Sainz. We're going to wait for signs of life here. Oh crap, we went out ahead of Leclerc. I was hoping we'd get out behind him. I misjudged that one in a big way.
Again, let's concentrate on those tyres and brakes.
Evening, Derek. Seems Mick will also beat Oscar this season. I don't think so. I think over the course of the season, I think Oscar will come good over Mick. But he's just had some horrendous luck so far. I've gone a little earlier than I would have liked. We're not going to get a slipstream, so it's going to be purely down to whatever pace Mick can get out of the car here. Leclerc is not close enough to get a slipstream off the back of us, so that's good. We've still got cars coming out. Don't like to see that. Leclerc may actually catch us by the end of the lap and get a really nice... We could be giving Leclerc a pole here. It's not quite close enough yet. Ah, Mr. WhatsApp, I like that. We've had some interesting nicknames for Mr. Water this these last few races. Mr. WhatsApp, Mrs. Water. Shane Farrow wasn't here to see that. All the comment got deleted. Right, this is critical. Can we get through without being held up here? Yes, we can there. And we can there. Okay. That's good. Evening, refill. It's 8th, just behind Perez.
You're P8. Brilliant.
So will Tsunoda improve? He should improve. That Mercedes, that McLaren is mighty quick. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I haven't checked to see what powertrains everyone's using this year. I have to. I don't think it'll let me show that until after the Grand Prix. Yeah, Yuki did improve as expected. What about Zhou? Got to expect Zhou's going to improve as well. He does, but not enough. So we start 9th. 9th isn't too bad. I mean, that was a very, very fast lap from Albon there to get all the way up to 4th. Didn't improve on this run. But that is your qualifying order. It's Verstappen from Charles Leclerc, then Norris, Albon, Tsunoda, Perez. Russell is actually still on a flying lap here. Can Russell put the cat amongst the pigeons? He improves his time, but not much, not enough. Well, he stays in 7th.
Nice work.
Yes, Williams have brought... Williams have improved their car a little bit from last year. The biggest improvement so far has been McLaren, but the whole grid has been condensed thanks to the airflow regulation changes. So there we go. Not a bad qualifying. We got Schumacher into Q3, so that's good money from the sponsors. We got both our cars into Q2. That's also good money from the sponsors. So, yeah. Not too bad at all. You know, Lanky Boy? No, I don't play Farming Sim anymore. Haven't done for a while.
It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
Jeddah street circuit certainly makes the high speeds of F1 racing a thrilling affair. But even a world champion can be caught out in between the narrow walls, just as Max Verstappen found out in 2021.
Haroon, what are your thoughts on Mick Schumacher and his chances for the race?
You know what, Crofty? They're performing well above what's been expected of them so far. All in all, not a bad place to be.
Well, this is certainly going to be a challenging but no doubt exciting race here in Jeddah.
Okay then. Let's look at strategy. That is what we're going with Mick. And that is what we're going with Oscar. Going to bump in 2 extra laps of fuel. Going to go aggressive at the start. See if we can jump anyone. And let's head to the grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
The drivers are lined up on the grid here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, preparing for 50 flat-out laps under the lights. Mick Schumacher, a composed figure, approaching this one.
They've done well to secure a P9 start, and they'll be keen to convert that into some points.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. We're now moments away from this, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Can do.
All right, we're off and running. Not many people on the mediums. Mostly on the soft. So if Oscar can hold position, he's actually got ahead of Bottas at the start. That's good. If he can hold onto the back of Ocon and Hamilton, that'd set him up nicely for the second half of the race. Do I still play City Skylines? I haven't played Skylines for a few months. I was hoping to be playing City Skylines 2 by now, but of course the the release got cancelled on consoles and pushed all the way back to the first half of this year. So that means probably summer, probably June. But I will definitely be playing that when it comes out. Assuming it is playable, of course. Not a great start for Sainz. He's been caught lagging a little bit. The acceleration will certainly be hurting him. He is vulnerable to Schumacher here. It'd be nice if I could get him through.
Pull the car.
Copy. Let's keep that gap down.
Excellent stuff. Nick up to 8th.
I would like you to slow down, please.
That's good doing. 2 man. Yeah, I go through periods where I just play, 1 or 2 games, relentlessly for months and months and months. And then I'll come out of that for a bit and I'll start playing other games a bit more frequently. And then, I'll kind of settle on some games, to just play long term again. Like this, I always play this on the streams. Don't really play it so much in my own time anymore. I tend to save it for the streams now. I've just been blitzing my way through Jedi Survivor over the last few days. Just 3 trophies away from the platinum on that now. 2 of which I missed the opportunity to get on my first run because I didn't even realise until it was too late about those ones. And they were missable.
DRS is in
So I will be New Game Plusing for those ones.
currently
But
P14.
I'm just currently running around collecting the priorite shards I need to buy everything from Doma's shop. And then it's into a New Game Plus and Platinum done.
Recharge on, please.
After that I'll be going back to Robocop to get the Platinum on that as well, I think. And then God of War Ragnarok is next on the list. Oscar's tyre overheating a little bit, but he's holding on to the back of those soft tyre runners. Schumacher holding on quite nicely to the back of the Red Bulls here. Not the Red Bull, sorry. The Ferrari of Perez. You don't get my the TV ad. Do you get adverts on when watching it on the TV? Because whenever I try and watch a video on YouTube, it puts in like twice as many adverts as it does on my phone. It's frustrating as hell. That's why I don't really watch YouTube on the TV anymore. I don't put adverts in my live streams, so if you're seeing them, that's YouTube doing that, and almost certainly, if they are happening, it's going to be happening on the TV rather than the mobile. I don't put adverts in any of my content. It's completely unmonetized. It's here just for you to enjoy. Isn't that right, Mr. WhatsApp?
Push on your fronts now.
Yeah.
You can use energy. Copy.
Norris and Verstappen scrapping for the lead right now. They've broken away from Charles Leclerc, and Tsunoda is all over the back of the other Red Bull. So we've got two Red Bull McLaren fights going on right now.
No energy.
I think Oscar might be in danger here of actually getting dropped. I'm going to have to up his tyre pace just to see if we can get back onto those cars in front. Mick also in danger of being dropped. Let's splurge what's left of his battery as well. So close, but pretty much out of battery. Can we just sneak in? It's going to be tight. I don't think we made it. No, we missed it. Then we're out of battery, so I need to...
yeah, take it easy.
I need to cool things down.
We need to focus.
Can't melt those tyres.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to let Bottas through, I think.
Yep.
Oscar is holding Bottas back right now, and he's creating a gap as well. Meanwhile, we've got a chance to make a move on Albon here.
Okay, let's try again.
Got to do that quickly before he gets dropped. To the point where we can't use him to catapult into the back of the Ferraris.
Let's go.
This is where the move needs to happen. We're out of battery.
DRS disabled.
Don't have enough to push. Alright, we're just going to have to hope we can get him at some point on this lap.
Let's go recharge on.
Oscar still holding Bottas back. Tyres are cooled down now. That's good. We can up the pace again slightly.
Copy.
Cool these tyres down.
Okay, so let's look after these tyres.
Albon is only just out of DRS range, so this gives us an opportunity. Wait till the very end of the lap. Try and get him on the start-finish straight.
No more DRS. Push up.
Oh wow, there's a big queue behind us. to burn everything here to get back onto those Ferraris before we run out of battery. And then I've got to really protect the tyres after that.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on. Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
Alright. I think that's done it. Just stay with this for a moment, just make sure we don't get drops while we're cooling the tyres. I think we just might have snuck through. No. Yes, we did. Okay. Alright, let's have to up the pace a little bit.
Let's push, come on.
Get a little bit closer. That's where the DRS detection point is, just there. I think we dropped it. We did. Didn't have any battery left for the final push. Alright, so we'll just have to hold position here then. I don't think we've got quite enough pace to get back to the Ferraris again. Not unless they start squabbling and slow themselves down. We just have to leave our tyres like this. Bottas has finally got through. It took longer than I would have expected, longer than I would have liked. I was hoping that we could tuck up behind so we could charge up, you know, a few laps ago. We can keep Albon between us and Sainz as well. That will help us a little bit. Keeping a medium tyre runner between us and other soft runners. Tyre's still looking good.
Head in the gate.
Oh, and Albon got back past us. Alright, let's try and recharge behind Albon then.
Recharge on, please.
Sainz and Stroll really are squirming against each other here. You can see Stroll all over the place trying to find his way through. Magnussen gets through on Gasly. Gasly trying to fight him off. Porsche lining us up for a look now. Albon should give us the DRS now. No, he just snuck it. Damn it. That's going to leave us vulnerable. Yep, Sainz just got through. I was worried about that. Here comes Porsche. He's going to look at the inside. Can't get through. That's good. Hold the position.
Focus on bringing the pack back up. Copy. We can just focus on charging the pack. Copy. You've got energy. Copy. Let's go recharge on, please.
Copy.
Frustrating Porsche air right now. It's good. Helping to burn out those soft tyres of his. Just can't find a way through. This is excellent defensive driving from Oscar here.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Stroll and Zhou are scrapping behind us. And here comes Hamilton into the mix as well. Try and punch away from Bottas on this lap. Split my focus between our drivers because they're both embroiled in some battles here.
Use energy now.
Yeah.
Damn it, Valtteri got the DRS.
Do everything you can, mate.
Now we're going to be vulnerable to Porsche. Oh god, and Gasly as well. We should fight Gasly off. No, can't even do that. Oh god damn. What a rough lap that was. Just got boxed in. Right, Sainz dropping off the back of Albon again.
Copy.
We're going to try and move back through.
Charge is good.
Yep.
Use energy.
Copy. Let's try and get past them. Copy.
Here comes Hamilton.
Overtaking is available.
Copy.
Schumacher back into peak confidence. This could be bad. Say 3 wide into turn 1 is never good. We're back past Gasly. But alongside Porsche, can we stay with him and get through? Hamilton's got through against Sainz, and the pair of us have almost dropped Sainz. Now Stroll's got through against Sainz. We're back past against Porsche. We're all over Valtteri. Just calm those tyres down again. Wait till the end of the lap to try and spring on Valtteri. Hamilton's going to make the move on us. Stay with him.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Okay, mate, so head down.
So recharge on, please.
And energy is available.
Wow, did not get that move done comfortably. That was a struggle. But we did get it done, and that is now both drivers comfortably into peak confidence.
And recharge on, recharge on. Alright, buddy, push, push. Back off now.
Alright, mate, recharge on.
There we go, back into the DRS there.
Look after front tyres.
So things looking all right so far. Still in the top 10, still in points contention here with Mick. Oscar's looking in pretty decent shape considering he's on medium tyres. He will be quicker in the second half of the race. And if we can keep his confidence up, he
No energy bottle impact.
might be in contention for a fastest lap. Going to drop off Lewis? No, we're okay. That was a lap ago. Got that dealt with. Saw that one coming and immediately responded. Gasly now through against Valtteri, so we've got an Alpine for company now. Try and stretch these tyres a little bit. I would like to start thinking about getting some battery in the car as well. Making sure Hamilton doesn't scamper away from Albon is a little bit more important. And we need to keep Stroll at bay as well. Norris gets ahead of Verstappen. Russell's pumped his way up to third. Yuki's dropped all the way down to sixth now. But he's still in that chasing packet with Leclerc, Russell and Perez. Norris could be on for the win tonight. Gasly back through. It's okay. As long as we stay with him, that's okay.
Come on.
Gonna have to probably box a lap or two earlier than I would like with Mick. We are in danger of getting dropped here. Yeah, we lost the DRS. His tyres going. Don't really have much of an answer for that at the moment. Chasing down medium runners on much better compound, much grippier tyres at this stage. Let's try and stay with Stroll. And Stroll is also on dying softs. In fact, they're slightly better than ours. Slightly worse than ours. He's not catching us up. And hopefully Stroll will bridge the gap. between us and the battle for 7th.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Yep. Okay, let's go recharge on.
Ocon is in 11th place right now. He's fought his way up a little bit. Once again, we're in danger of getting dropped. We have been dropped. Yeah, tyres are just really struggling now at this point of the track. Hoping I could get some more battery into Stroll and prep him, not Stroll, sorry, Schumacher, get him prepped for a flying run after his pit stop, but I just don't think I can do that now. Yuki is into the box, the first driver to pit this lap, well, this race. And Joe is in as well.
Joe's pitted.
And so is Magnussen.
Stopped.
And I haven't got enough to get back into contention. I don't think. Maybe. Can't kill my battery completely. Otherwise I'm just going to lose them again at the end of the lap. I want to try and squeeze one more lap out of these tyres if I can. I'll stay close enough through these corners here. There we go.
These tyres.
Copy.
Okay, mate. Let's try and protect the tyre.
Copy.
Right, bonus fuel is gone for Oscar.
Copy.
Max boxes from second, so he's going to try and undercut Norris.
DRS disabled. DRS disabled.
And we lost the DRS. All right, I've got to box Schumacher this lap. Going to get past here, so let's just try and use this lap as a building lap.
Let's pick our pace up. Let's go.
Copy.
Save a bit of fuel now as well for a push later.
Lift when you can.
Copy.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
Oscar's tyres are a long way short of where they need to be. That's not good.
Use energy.
Copy.
I have to run him like this now, I think, until he boxes.
Bring the pack up.
Yep.
Russell boxes. And now so do we. Ocon boxing right in front of us as well. So that will give us a car to hang on to.
Good entry.
Copy.
Can we get a good stop here? Oscar has gone through. .6. It's okay. It's not amazing. but it was clean. Right, we get out ahead of
Recharge
Joe.
on, please recharge on.
Copy.
And ahead of Sainz.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Getting a little busy behind us. We've got some quick cars who've stopped coming through. Yuki and Russell. And it's going to hurt confidence. Can't hold them back. Just don't have anything in me there to hold them back. Joe did get through as expected. We are still warming these tyres up.
Looks like Alonso will be fitting this lap.
Okay, recharge on.
That's good.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Yeah, they are swarming, aren't they? If we can just hang on to the back of Gasly, we can keep our confidence up.
Copy.
Need to stop on lap 29. Not going to make it to lap 29. We're going to have to box early and then protect the softs, I think.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Mixed tyres now up to temp. Yeah, there goes Yuki. Just powerless against that Mercedes. Sorry, that McLaren with those new tyres of his. And such a quick car this year. Holding the Ferraris back is going to be a challenge as well. Will be helped if Bottas stays ahead of them both. I think Sainz, not Sainz, sorry, Perez is getting through. Yes, he is. Russell's still held up though, although he's trying to find his way through now. It's all starting to fall apart a little bit. Yuki's already gone past Gasly. He's already dropped him. Look at that, a second ahead.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Oh wow, yeah. Russell's swooping through and he's going to take all of us. He took his teammate and then he took the two of us as well. And here comes Perez. And he's going to get the both of us as well. Wow, that was brutal efficiency from George Russell there. And that has absolutely mullered our confidence. Well, I haven't tried to make a move to get back past Gasly yet. That was my ace in the hole reserve. I have to push a little bit now because Gasly's trying to stay with George.
no lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
Copy.
No saving required.
Right, this Gasly got dropped.
No more DRS.
Copy.
Okay, recharge on. Good job. Recharge on.
Copy.
Got no battery here, but we are just about going to stay out of sight, I think. Yep. Piastri's pit window opens up next lap. Let's see. Probably not going to make it to lap 29. Maybe he will. I don't know. Tyres have held up better than I thought they would at this stage, although it's because we have really killed our pace to do it.
Lift and coast is required for temperature.
Copy.
I can get to lap 27, I think. Just overheated those tyres a little bit too much in the first part of the race. That's why I haven't pushed Schumacher at all. Let his tyres warm up naturally rather than a pushing lap to speed that process up. I want to make sure that these tyres have got life left at the end of them.
Recharge on, please recharge on.
Copy.
Pace isn't where I need it to be though. I need to get some battery now and break away from Zhou.
Push a bit more.
Yep, copy.
And I'm going to go ahead and just box Oscar this lap. There's more cars coming through that are going to hit us hard. There we go. I need to change Ricciardo for Piastri. No, no I don't. For starters, Ricciardo's worse than Piastri at this point. Secondly, the additional rules that we've imposed for this series wouldn't allow that anyway. Too old. The additional rules are in the video description, so if you want to check those out, then that's an easy way to do it.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Copy. Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
Side's got us. Alright, well, we'll keep charging up. Oh, what is going on here?
Now, what exactly happened there, Karun?
We see Piastri's
Oscar
team
never gets
standing
the
by.
luck. Well, his tire just refuses
that's
to
where
come
things
off.
went wrong.
Maybe because the driver's trying to... he's already... He's holding... Look at the wheel, he's holding it. He's thumping it. There we go. Some of the visual glitches in this game are quite funny.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
But that's dropped Oscar all the way to the back of the grid again. Like I say, he just gets no luck. Look how much time we lost on that stop.
Just take it easy on the straight.
Ridiculous.
To clear on exit.
His confidence has been destroyed this race. Although Mick has taken a hit. I'm going to protect the tyres while we're in this charge mode here.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Save the wear rate a little bit. Joe and Sainz are closing on Giovinazzi. Who is about to box. So is Valtteri. And that is Valtteri in the pits. It's a very smooth stop there. So we're not going to get good points in the pit stop competition tonight. Oscar's not going to get on the board at all. And a 2.6 second stop for Mick is not exactly a blisteringly quick time. We are behind Bottas by 9 seconds thanks to our botched pit stop there. It's really not good. Yeah, Oscar's luck in this game is the equivalent of opening an umbrella indoors underneath a ladder while kicking a black cat. It's just, and smashing a mirror. He just never gets the luck. Right, Porsche has just dropped out somewhere in front of us. No, it's Giovinazzi that we've caught. Porsche is behind us. Right, we need to get past Giovinazzi on this lap before he boxes. Get that confidence boost from the overtake.
Recharge on. Let's see if we can get past them. Okay, push. Let's go.
Copy.
Good job, no more lifting coast required.
Copy.
There we go, got him just in time. .132.0 for Oscar. It's not a stellar time. And that was his last lap where he was still in charge mode. What's he done this lap? 137. That's better. That's much better. Well, he comes out right behind. Okay.
Keep looking after these tyres.
Let's use this lap to charge up on Giovinazzi and then overtake him and try and push on a bit. Yellow flag. That's a mistake from Giovinazzi.
Yellow, yellow.
Copy.
So this is what happened. Now,
Looks like we
this
put
was
him
the
under
Alfa
enough
Romeo.
pressure for him to make a mistake.
All right so far. Struggling with the car. And they ended up their own passenger.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to.
Copy.
All right, let's keep closing up. Great job.
It's time to punch our way through. So, Mick back into the points. Norris is still yet to stop, but we are too far behind, I think, to have any chance of getting past him. And even if he did, he'd get past us really quickly again. We need to start going after Ocon and Stroll now.
And you are free to use the energy when you want.
Copy.
No saving required.
Copy.
Let's
There we
look
go,
after
is
this
Norris
tyre.
into the pits. Mick on for his personal best on this lap, although we've just killed his speed in the final sector to protect those tyres again. His confidence level is maxed out again at just the right time. And we've got a nice healthy 2-second gap
DRS disabled.
to the cars behind us. Now we can't change Oscar. One of the objectives for this this series is to make Oscar a world champion, as well as making us constructors champions. So that's why we signed him. And if we can get his reactions up this season, he could become quite a quick driver. We just need to also give him a car that can really maximise his pace. Which we haven't been able to do so far. Although we are looking in better shape so far this season compared to last. Had an abysmal start to the year last year. I'm a little concerned that we might not get Oscar into the top five, into the top 15. I hope we do. But I'm not overly confident about it. We are hunting down Gasly quite nicely here, though. Personal best lap for Oscar. His confidence is climbing.
No more overtake.
Copy.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
129.4. What's the fastest lap, just out of interest? 129.0. Half a second away. Let's see. We're lapping about the same pace as Perez and Ocon here. Stroll lapping a bit quicker, but not by much, a couple of tenths. Norris is going to be much quicker. You know, brand new, soft tyres.
Keep your pace up.
I'm a little concerned Oscar's tyres might not last long enough. It'll be touch and go. Is Oscar good enough? At this stage, no, but he is developing quite nicely. Once he gets his confidence up, his stats really do become quite nice indeed. We just need to get the baseline of certain stats up a bit more. He's got the potential. We put him in a championship winning car, and he can easily win a championship. You know, if he was in a Red Bull, then he obviously, if we had these two drivers in a Red Bull, obviously if he goes up against Verstappen, who is just a god in this game, then he wouldn't stand much of a chance against Max, but he would be up there with the other drivers. If it was Oscar and Schumacher in the Red Bull, then yeah, Oscar could win the World Championship quite comfortably, I think. Half the reason that we do end up with a bit of bad luck with Oscar is we have to push him because the car just isn't where it needs to be. So we have to push to try and get the car where it needs to be, and that just encourages mistakes. That was the same for both of our drivers last year, and I'm sure it will be the case for Mick at some point this year as well. New fastest lap for Hamilton, a 1:28.8. That is a quick lap. Right, let's jump to the front. Yuki is fighting Russell. Max a long way off down the road. Here comes Charles Leclerc in the background as well, on soft tyres, so he has the pace to catch those cars in front. Although those tyres are already looking a little burnt. They're worse than Oscar's. Oscar's starting to feel like Nunez. Yeah, I can see that. I'd say I think his biggest weakness right now is his reactions, which determines how quick they are off the line, how quick they accelerate out of corners. His acceleration is hurting him at the moment, and with a car that doesn't accelerate particularly well, on top of that, it's not a great combination. Very quick lap from Valtteri on that lap. He pushed past Porsche. Gasly is closing, and so are we. Still time to move those up. Is P9 secure? Let's have a look at tyre wear. You can see Albon and Hamilton right on the back of Sainz and Zhou. They're about 3.5 seconds behind us, so it's not secure at this stage. Hopeful that the fact that there's two medium runners there battling. Oh, hello, we've got a safety car. All right, well, Oscar's all the way at the back. So we're going to bring him in for a brand new set of soft tyres. Do I want to risk it with Mick? 15 laps. Going to lose a lot of places if I do box. Gonna lose all of those places. Probably drop behind. Well, I'd come out where Oscar is right now. Yeah, You see what those ahead do, but the safety car is already exiting the pit lane, so it's going to pick up the leaders on this lap. So if I'm going to make this decision, I have to make it now, or else I'm going to just drop all the way to the very back, regardless. Actually, if I'm going to drop all those positions anyway, yeah. There's only 15 seconds between me and Oscar. I may as well see if they box. This is the thing. If they box, and then I box a lap later, then I'm going to be behind all of them. If I box and they don't box, I've got to fight my way through all of them. If I don't box and they don't box, I'm still holding position. Yeah, I'm 25 seconds behind the leaders. I'm looking at the cars behind. That's the important thing. It's how much track position I'm going to lose by boxing. I'm going to lose position to Zhou, Sainz, Albon, Hamilton, Alonso, Magnussen, Bottas, Pourchaire, and Gasly. Pourchaire is out. So that's what's brought out the safety car. Pourchaire has gone into the barrier, and that's a retirement. Who is likely to box? Magnussen might box. Zhou and Sainz might box. I think I have to go for it. Taking a real gamble by doing this. A real gamble.
Big shunt. Still maybe debris. Keep an eye.
Let's take a closer look. Now here's our drivers all
I
trying
don't know
to
if
take
that many
turn
people are
16.
going to box. I mean, we'll have grip to get
Just
past them,
flies
but
into that crash.
will we have
And
enough
all
time?
it can take is one mistake, one momentary lapse of concentration. And just like that, the hopes of the team start to dwindle.
Right, the cars in front are
Safety
boxing.
car. Follow the Delta.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I absolutely have to box. I didn't expect to see that many cars in front actually hit the pits.
Box.
Okay.
At least we get a chance to set some more competitive times now. Just hopefully we won't get caught in a melee at the end of the pit lane here. .3 seconds, we're getting held.
Copy that.
Why are we still getting held? Why are we still getting held? Come on, this is ridiculous. God damn it, we set a fucking great time and we still got dropped. We set the fastest pit stop of the race. God damn it. They're supposed to have patched that. That's ridiculous. We were first in out of that queue of traffic. We set the fastest stop of the race and we still got held and held and held.
Now what happened there, Karun?
The Alfa Romeo team there standing by. But hang on, there's the reason for the hold-up.
And now all those cars that we should have held position against are now on brand new softs. It's going to make it so hard to get past them. His mixed confidence is still nice and high. Oscar's is pretty good as well. Track wouldn't have worked with the DRS tray. We just wouldn't have had the grip coming out of the corners. We'd have been passed by a lot of cars. It would have destroyed our confidence if we had stayed out. But dropping all the way to 16th is soul destroying. With all of those cars on softs, yeah, we would have just been picked off, and our confidence would have dropped, which would have made it easier for the next car to pick us off, and so on and so on, and it would have been brutal. It would have been absolutely brutal.
No saving required.
Copy.
At least we're going to have fuel and battery and tyres to push. Plenty of tyres to push. By the same token, so is everybody else. Max and Perez are now vulnerable. Norris is a little vulnerable. This gives Leclerc a real opportunity to take the win here tonight. Flat out to the end? Well, no, not really. That just encourages a mistake. If I keep pushing them, flat out the entire way. So I am going to have to moderate their pace from time to time. Otherwise, I'm just inviting a huge shunt into the wall. Yeah, Max and Perez definitely are going to be vulnerable. I've got to say, Norris, Leclerc, Russell, and Tsunoda, all prime candidates to push through. Less so Norris, perhaps, but certainly the three behind him. Even Stroll is in contention now. I don't think Max's pace advantage in that Red Bull is going to help him hang on for the win. I expect Perez to start dropping a bit. He might drop like a stone. We have got a little flurry of cars from 9th to 11th on older softs.
Copy.
That could be a problem for the chasing pack to fight their way through. Especially the sights on new mediums in 12th. That's going to hurt as well. We need to get some quick overtakes in, if we can.
No more lifting coast required.
Copy.
Need to work my pit stop. I've got an amazing pit crew. They won the pit crew challenge in the first season. They came close second last year. It's just not working for us in this race for whatever reason. We got held because Albon came into his pit box in front of us as we were getting ready to release, so we got held to let him pull in, and then for whatever reason it triggered everyone behind us going through. That was a clean stop. There were no mistakes on that stop. It's just the game triggered an automatic hold for other cars to clear the pit box. So there was nothing wrong. Like I said, that was the quickest stop of the race. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the stop. It was just, shitty coding and bad luck. But it's the first time that's happened to us like that in a long time. That used to happen all the time, where we get held and held and held in a pit lane for other cars. They did release a patch that fixed most of it. That's a late call on the safety car. It's a very late call on the safety car.
So start to get ready.
Yeah. Let's see if we can push up.
Racing from the control line. He'll be racing from the control line. Big PU cooling.
Yeah.
Can we find a move? Oscar swarming on Joe. Schumacher with nowhere to go right now. Leclerc's through already and all over the back of Max. Right, here's a chance. I had to pull back into the slipstream there, just didn't have enough pace.
Okay, mate, so let's look after these tyres.
Going to absolutely destroy the battery, trying to just fight our way through to no effect here, so I'm going to actually cancel the battery and save it.
Copy.
Just hope we can stay with.
Recharge on.
Okay, copy.
See Leclerc look already a second and a half clear of Max. He's off and gone. Norris is the sticky point at the moment. If Norris can get through, or if others get past Norris, Perez and Max are going to get absolutely swamped.
Okay, DRS enabled.
And we're not getting the fastest lap. There's no way we're going to beat Leclerc to the fastest lap. Who's now 3 seconds ahead of Max. And Norris has got past Perez. So Max is going to get passed on this lap, I would imagine. And we are stuck. We were doomed with that stop. We were going to lose points if we stayed out. We're going to lose points now.
Use energy.
Copy.
They're at the peak now.
Copy.
Focus forward.
Do with bringing them down slightly if we can.
Copy.
Right, Oscar's going to get past Joe. If we're lucky. Yep, there we go. We got one under braking. No, we didn't. But we got him under traction with battery deployment. Still there. There, now we're clear.
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
So slow.
Leclerc, biggest beneficiary of this. Absolutely. Norris as well, actually. He's now got through against Max. Russell's got past Perez, who's struggling to stay with his teammate. Sonoda's lurking.
Let's push up to Bottas if we can.
Is available.
Copy. No more DRS.
No more energy.
Copy.
Come on. Come on, get Valtteri, get Valtteri.
Recharge on.
Alright, got past Alonso.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Wow, they really have hammered their tyres so far. We've protected ours a little bit better than they have. That might potentially play in our favour. We've got to push the tyres like crazy while we're charging the battery, because we need the battery if we're going to try and make our way through. We're not going to be able to do anything without it.
Overtaking is available.
Use everything.
Oh, Oscar makes a sneaky run. We're giving a slipstream to Valtteri though.
No energy.
DRS disabled. DRS disabled.
He's got the inside line. Excellent stuff. Right, Oscar,
6
do
laps to
not
go.
fight Mick.
Let's go recharge on.
Copy.
Fourteenth and 15th. What do we say with the sponsors? One in the top 12, 2 in the top 15. So we've got that secure. Can I get to the top 12? Only 2 cars. One of them sights. Perez down to 6 now, Max in 4th. And the front 3 have just left him for dead. Yuki's going to get Max as well. Got to keep charging.
5 laps to go.
Ah, damn it.
Recharge on.
Bottas fought his way back through.
Need to focus on getting the pack up. Back off in the high speed.
It's chaos in front of us.
Okay,
Everyone's scrapping for places. Tyres are on fire.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to.
Yeah, copy.
We need to push up, please.
Evening,
Let's
Anthony.
get him. Four laps to go.
Copy.
All right, back ahead
We
of
need to
Valtteri.
focus on the energy now. Back off now. Let's go recharge on.
Copy.
How's it going tonight? It was going really, really well until the safety car came out, and then we got fucked over brutally in the pit lane. And Schumacher dropped from leading a pack of like 6 cars to trailing a pack of 6 cars. Tyre wear. Absolutely destroyed these tyres.
Let's look after these tyres.
Copy.
I mean, so is everyone else, but...
Three laps to go.
Verstappen and Perez down to 6th and 7th. Oscar's been picked off by Alonso, of all drivers.
Come on, buddy, keep pushing. Recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
Used energy. Copy. Two laps to go.
I have to just push these tyres hard to the end of the Grand Prix now.
Focus on bringing
just
the
hope.
back up.
but I can steal 2 places.
Copy.
Okay, mate, and let's cool the car.
Copy.
Okay, mate, let's do our best to catch up to Gasly.
Right, that's 1. I just need to get past Magnussen, and then we can achieve our streak payout, which is going to be significant. We're not going to get points tonight. We should have had points. We should have had quite a few points.
Use energy.
Leclerc! Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
Careful on the energy.
I just couldn't get him. God damn it.
Okay, and that is the checker.
Oh, so frustrating. So frustrating. We had real potential for some more points tonight. If we'd stayed out, we would have been picked off. You saw what happened to Leclerc. What happened to Max and Sainz. Factor in that we have a weaker car and worse drivers than those two. Yeah, that would have happened to us, but probably worse.
And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today.
No Max on the podium.
And the team looking on
Leclerc, Russell and Norris.
Sure.
And finally now the drivers can relax after an eventful weekend at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And down there in the AlphaTauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
They didn't do too badly today. A pretty respectable outcome as far as they'll be concerned. But they need to keep pushing. They can't afford to sit back.
Okay then, and a big thank you to everyone for joining us this weekend here in Jeddah.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
So then, confirmation of the final result. Leclerc gets the win, with Russell up 5 places to take second step on the podium, and Lando holding on to 3rd place from his strong qualifying. Ocon up 9 places. Strong result for him. Yuki also getting some big points again for McLaren. They are definitely going to be impossible for us to catch, I think, this season. Max in 6th, down 5 places. Perez down 1. Stroll gets 3 places. Hamilton does get back into the points again after another poor qualifying. Albon dropping 6 places, but does hang on for the final point, and Williams' first point of the season. Disappointing race for us, unfortunately, because of the pit stop. Absolutely screwing us over. Oscar That's pretty much all we could achieve with Oscar, I think, tonight. You know, we had to be really careful with his tyres. He struggled at times. Got himself into the top 15, which was the most important thing for the sponsors. In the driver's standings, there you see Charles Leclerc jumps his teammate and is 11 points clear now. Yuki in third place, just 8 points off Max. Russell jumps 9 spots to climb into fourth with that second place here tonight. Jumps ahead of his teammate, who is in fifth. Norris up 5 places with his podium. Lewis dropping 3 places, but does pick up a couple more points. And Esteban Ocon jumping 12 places from no points last race to 12 this race. No points for Gasly or Sainz. 4 points for Stroll. Moves him above Mick Schumacher, who just missed out on points again. But would have been in a strong position for points at the end there. Oscar climbing a couple of places up to 17th, but still no points for him. Let's take a look at the constructors. Red Bull on 77 points ahead of McLaren, now up into second place on 40 points. Ferrari and Alpine also climbing above Mercedes, who only got 2 points tonight, thanks to the damage that was done to Sainz in practice, destroying that ERS unit of his. Certainly did not help. And his engine was a bit rough as well. And if we look a bit further down, they see Williams now off the mark. We're 2 points clear of Alfa Romeo, 3 points clear of Williams. Aston Martin actually score some points tonight and move above us. We knew that was coming, but they've only just moved ahead of us, so still within a point. But already it's looking a little ominous in terms of our chances of getting in the top 4. I'd be happy if we can get 6th this year. This is the pit stop challenge competition. Mick with the fastest stop of the Grand Prix by quite some margin there. And at least Oscar did manage to set a time fast enough to get him on the board. So let's see what that's done to the standings. We are top still from Red Bull. They scored 2 points more than us tonight, but we are still 16 points clear of them. So that's good. Nice 39-point lead over McLaren in third. And there you see that sticky wheel nut that we had with Oscar lost us 10 seconds. That's what killed his race. He fought back well to get back up into 15th. And there is that 2.3 second stop. Very, very quick. So let's take a look at our driver stats for tonight. 9 successful overtakes, 14 failed for Mick. Most of those will probably have come at the end. 11 successful defences, 6 failed. A good solid job for Mick today. And Oscar, 11 successful overtakes, 21 failed. Again, most of those will have come at the end when everyone was in that train and it was just impossible to make moves. 21 successful defences, 9 failed. A strong driving performance from Oscar in the face of more bad luck. Held up in qualifying, which killed his qualifying chances, and then held up in the pits by 10 seconds, which killed his race chances as well. In terms of the sponsors, let's see. Performance targets, we did not get the fastest lap. We were never in contention for that once that safety car happened and everybody boxed. We did get both cars into Q2. In fact, no, that I think was just get one into Q2, wasn't it? The incentive. For the guarantees, there you can see we got one car into Q3. That was worth an extra $340,000 thanks to the triple payout. Our 2 in the top 15 was worth $420,000, again thanks to the triple payout, which was very, very nice. Didn't complete the streak. That is a shame, because that would have been worth about $800,000. We just needed to get one car into the top 12 and just couldn't quite make that happen. But we come out with 4 million. That's not too bad. Mix rating goes up to 82. Memorabilia room upgrade is now done. Let's take a look at our inbox. Everything came through car inspection. Those first parts are wearing out a little bit quicker than I'd like. Jack Crawford gets the win in the F2 race ahead of Jürgen Hoffmann and Manuel Gauthier. And the sponsor VIP experience went very well. Which is excellent stuff. Right, we've got $5.3 million. Let's see, we've got 4 parts in development, I believe. Yes, we do. We've got a spare chassis on the way. Got the underfloors coming. I'm actually going to pump that up to 3 underfloors now that I've got a little bit of extra cash. There we go. Slap an extra 450 grand or so onto that bill. Is there anything we do need to look at replacing? I think we're pretty well stocked. We are working on the suspension, so I don't want to make another one just yet. Hopefully we'll have those new ones before we need to replace any of the existing ones. Same with the side pods. We've got more side pods coming. So again, not going to make any more of those. Got new front and rear wings coming as well. All of that should be ready for Bahrain, for Baku. Have we got enough? Yes, we do. Let's get that race sim refurbed. Alright, so Melbourne up next. We've got 11 days to go until that happens. Got a bit of time to go until then. And we will move time forward tomorrow. Need to refurb something. Yeah, it was the race sim, Baron. So we will come back at the usual time, 8 PM tomorrow for round 3 in Australia. No new parts for that Grand Prix. So no new parts now until Baku. Unless we get an underfloor ready, and I might throw one of the underfloors on. In fact, let me have a look. Have we got an underfloor ready? Oh, wow, these are all at medium risk already. Yes, we do have one new underfloor. So I might throw that onto Oscar's car. Let me check car 2. Again, lots of parts at medium risk. We've only got one more race until we get the new parts. So again, everything here should be okay. So yeah, before I forget, because I probably will forget, let's throw that on now. There we go. That has improved our pace a little bit. It's improved our cornering a bit more as well. Nice. Alright, I expect there'll be some upgrades for someone else. Once we get to Melbourne. So I'm not counting my chickens yet. Those numbers are probably going to be very different tomorrow. But we'll see. But yeah, there we go. That's all for tonight. A very frustrating end to what was promising to be a pretty nice race for us. And we were definitely on for more points. So we'll see how things stand after Australia, or going into Australia. Like I said, I'm expecting upgrades on at least a few cars. So I don't know how competitive we'll be there. Theoretically, we should be okay in the corners, but our speed is still not amazing, and there's a lot of this track that's flat out, so could be a tricky race for us. We'll see. And then we've got four upgrades coming for Baku after that on Thursday. So yeah, very big race coming up to towards the end of the week. So until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.